Is it possible to take advantage of challenging situations where we get sick or we get knocked out or bad things happen to us? Well, my name is Michael McIntosh, and I recently returned from a trip where I got COVID for the first time, and it really knocked me out, I have to admit. But I'm going to share with you my story of how this has been a tremendously beneficial situation for me, what I've learned, and hopefully what you could take away from this in your own life. We recently went away to see our in-laws, which we haven't done for a while. I haven't been on a plane since 2019, and we chose the most busy weekend since 2019. Everyone was flying. 4th of July weekend, there's just loads of people. And we haven't traveled for a while, so we were a little bit slack. We left the house too late. And despite singing Michael Row the Boat Ashore, Michael rowed the boat ashore, hallelujah, we still managed to miss our plane. So we're at the airport, we missed the plane, had to wait around in the airport, got a much later plane. And as we were waiting, we saw someone who had a panic attack and collapsed on the floor and fainted because she wanted to leave America. People were getting really stressed out. There was too much going on. People couldn't get on flights. And on our second plane, we came across this guy who was telling us how trapped he felt. He'd recently seen some guy wearing a G-string, riding a Harley Davidson without any helmet on, without any shoes on, and he said how free he saw this guy was. So there's kind of this theme of people wanting to be free, people trying to escape, all this madness going on. Finally, we arrived in Cleveland to see the in-laws, and almost immediately got sick. And I didn't know what it was. I just felt like I'd been completely knocked out. All my energy was drained. I started feeling delirious, having weird visions. I saw an angel, my higher self, angel from the side. Massive headaches. Ended up with a really severe sore throat. Could barely swallow. Lost 10 pounds. And it was, I like to experience pleasure, and nothing but pleasure. And I have to admit, it wasn't entirely all pleasure. It was pretty rough. And I was seeing how many people are trapped. How many people are trapped in their life? How many people are trapped doing things they don't want to do, caught up in consumerism. So we're spending time over there in a strange environment, completely knocked out, can't really do anything. And just witnessing the state of affairs, the state of the world. Managed to get home a day late. We had to change our plane because we were too sick. And when we got back here, I was still sick. I'm still not completely recovered even now. But we came back and we realized how trapped we have been, actually. Even though I'm spiritual teachers and been doing this work for a long time. So we decided to get rid of our credit cards, pay off all our credit card debt, get rid of credit cards, get rid of Amazon Prime, did a mass clearing of our stuff, and we're going to do an even bigger one. Just what do we need? What do we need? Got rid of so much stuff. And the whole thing really seemed to represent a death of the old, a death of this whole mindset of being stuck and being trapped and being petty and being small and being limited, and completely clear that stuff out. I feel so liberated. RL feels so liberated as well. We're just feeling like, okay, we're going to create new things, we're going to do new things. Realistically, we don't know when we're going to die. We could die at any moment. Everything could be completely taken away from us. There's no guarantee. And if we don't enjoy our freedom, and if we don't enjoy our lives now, when are we ever going to do it? Everything's all right, and it's gonna be all right. So, having come back, having got COVID, I did another test. It's just to make sure, it was a proper COVID test. It doesn't matter what our illness is or what the challenge is. If we can take the benefit from it, we can experience wonderful, wonderful, wonderful levels of freedom. We can get out of our own way and we can have a wonderful life. Both Ara and I feel like we've been hugely upgraded. We feel like we've been purified and we feel like we have been liberated from a type of madness that we didn't even realize we were stuck in. So hopefully you can take something from this. What are you holding back? In what ways are you holding something back in your life? In what ways are you stuck in something? Hopefully you don't need to get sick and have delirious, crazy symptoms and feel completely knocked out. But what can you do to move forward in your life in a new way? One thing I'm starting to do is 21-day challenges. I wrote a book on this a while ago and I haven't been doing them because I've been caught up in things. It's where you decide, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do something meaningful with my life, I don't know how long I'm going to be here, and you just focus on getting it done fearlessly for 21 days and get things done. Whatever we need to do, we need to do it now, we need to do it now, we need to do it now because we may not get another chance. So what are we waiting around for? So sending you so much love, so much peace, so much joy. Hope you're doing great. Talk to you soon.